Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Jerica and in today's video we have something very special prepared for all of you. It will be taking you through one of my favorite parts of the branding process, which is creating a mood board. But before we get onto that, I'd like to welcome all new viewers on this channel. If you are into travel, you're into branding, design and marketing strategies, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. KOVA Collective is a boutique branding agency dedicated to helping hospitality businesses to thrive in the online space through branding and organic marketing strategies. Mood boards are extremely important when creating a brand. They are essentially the first step that every designer, every strategist uses to create that brand. Mood boards are very important for two main reasons. The first is that it helps to establish your brand's creative direction, and the second is that it helps to foster brand imagery. For creative direction, a mood board helps you to establish your brand's set of colors as well as the decisions that are to be made in terms of creative works moving forward in your business. When we talk about visual imagery, your brand's imagery, it is how to translate all these elements of your brand into things like marketing collaterals, into things like business decisions, all these creative decisions that have to be made. How are you going to translate that from your branding? There are a few essential elements of a mood board. It can be anything under the sun, but I know that that is not very helpful. So here are some items that you can include in your mood board. The first are some sample logos. There must be logos from other industries, other companies, or other brands that you like. Put those into your mood board so that you have a creative direction moving forward. The second is to put in colors, color palettes that you like as a business owner. Those will come in really handy once you're creating different parts of your brand. While you like certain colors, they may not be colors that your target audience particularly likes. While there can be a convergence where you like colors that your audience like, it is worthy to conduct some market research before you even create your brand to ensure that the color palette that you like is in sync with the color palette that your audience likes, because after all, we are selling products at the end of it, isn't it? And then the next, we have things like textures and patterns. Are there certain textures that connote certain feelings that you want to embody in your brand? Those are things that you want to include in your mood board. And finally, what you want to include are also scenes, just stills that connote certain feelings that you want to embody in your brand as well. To boil it down, it is logos, colors, textures and patterns, as well as scenes. Right now, we are on my Pinterest account. So what we're going to do is firstly, press the add sign over here, and then we're going to create a board. So I'm going to label this board sample hotel branding, and I'm going to keep this board secret so that only I and my collaborators can view this project, and I'm going to click create. So now when I first start off with creating a new board, I usually don't click on any of these, but as you can see, maybe these come in a little bit handy, especially when you're creating a hotel branding. You might need to look at some examples of colors and collateral. So yes, I'm going to save this. I'm also going to save some sample business cards, maybe a very minimalist vibe to the hotel. I'm going to click save as well, and now I'm going to search for maybe a sample European summer aesthetic. I'm going to change it to all pins, and what I'm going to see is all these different images that pull up, which do describe the sort of laid-back, rejuvenating vibe that I want to feature for my mood board. So I'm going to click this, save it to the board that I just created, and then of course things like that, the feeling that you get when you're on a holiday, as well as this sample hotel branding. Yes, save. I'm just going to go down the list and just save all these pins into my board that I have, and slowly it will populate, and eventually it will feature the aesthetic and the look and feel that I'm going for when I'm creating the mood board. So for this, I definitely want a very relaxing, calming vibe. So I'm going to just save pictures that remind me of that aesthetic. A very good tip that I always love to share is to add in the keyword aesthetic behind each keyword that you want to include, that you're looking for, because once you hit the word aesthetic, you get all these very cool Pinterest photos pulling up. These are the kinds of content that you want your mood board to have. So I am definitely saving many of these colors into my board, because these images is where most people get the color palette from, and I want to encapsulate this palette in the form of images. So definitely having the word aesthetic behind most of the words that you're looking for to incorporate into your Pinterest board is very helpful in creating your eventual mood board. Now that I have some images populated within the Pinterest board, I'm just going to scroll down the list and see all these that I have curated. I'm going to start clicking on the images. I'm going to click on the three dots, and then hit download image. So I'm going to do the same for all the images or most of the images that I've saved into the Pinterest board that I would like to include in my mood board. And then I'm going to hit Canva, which is where I will create the mood board. While I do most of my mood boards on Adobe Illustrator, I do understand that generally Adobe Illustrator is very hard to access because of the monthly subscription fees, as well as it not being very accessible for non-designers. So I'm going to use Canva instead. If you are someone who has never created a mood board before, you struggle with the layouts of mood boards, a very good hack is to search the mood board function on Canva and then click on mood boards photo collage, and you're going to pull up a whole ton of different layouts that you can use for your mood board. So we're just going to go with the first one, which is this brown clean grid fashion mood board. So this is something that you can use, especially if you do not know how to create a layout. There's nothing in your head and you want to have something just like a solid foundation to just input pictures inside. It is very good to use a sample like this. Just assuming that you have all your images downloaded from Pinterest, you're going to just drag it in to the upload section of Canva, and there you have it. The images that you downloaded just pull up on Canva over here. So for the top version, I'm going to be working on the bottom version, but just a quick example. What you're going to do for the top version is to click it in, drag it into here, 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 whichever you like, and eventually you can create your mood board. Dragging it down to this, I'm going to put this into this to start playing around and finding a suitable layout to fit all my pictures in. So now I have just pulled up 2 mood boards that I have done in the past, and this is sort of the layout that you want to achieve. This is the intended effect of curating the entire Pinterest to the mood board section, and this is how you want the eventual outlook to be like, including the pictures as well as the color palette. And that is the end of this video. I hope that you have enjoyed my sharing so far. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. It would mean the world to us. Now, if you'd like to see more of such videos, you're interested in branding, design, and marketing, don't forget to comment down below on specific topics and aspects of these processes that you'd like to see. We are in the midst of brainstorming more of such videos for all of you, and we can't wait to share the next one. Till then, see you next time.